By the time it gets to 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, I know personally for me, I'm not in the mood. I want to rub my feet together and start a fire and go to bed. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl, gabriellechante. And as you guys can tell by this mic, I'm about to talk to y'all, and it's going to be a sit-down video, but I'm not going to make it long. I really don't want this to be longer than 15 minutes. So without further ado, today's video is going to be my study hacks, my study tips, how you can be a grade A bitch, like how you can be a grade A person, man, woman, female, how you can be the top student while you're in college or while you're in high school. Like, I feel like these are kind of universal tips that I'm going to give for you guys. So just to give you guys a rundown, I'm going to give you guys 4 of my main tips on how to formulate a study routine, what you should be doing when you study, how to take notes. And then I'm going to give you guys a do's and don'ts list while you're studying. And then I'm going to help you guys prep for finals, because if you're in college, you know how stressful finals are, or even when you're in high school and it's at the end of the semester and it's time to take your finals. It is super fucking stressful, and we're not about to be stressed out, okay? So without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, my first tip is you're going to have to formulate a study routine. I don't give a damn about all that cramming y'all be trying to do, and I'm just going to look over this here, there. Some people can work like that. Honestly, I could work like that and be completely fine. But if you actually want to learn information, like actually retain information, because it's way more important to me to retain information in college than high school, because in college, you're preparing for your actual work field. This is not a place to cram everything and you forget it the next day. You want to actually retain information, and retaining information is going to take time. So you need to formulate a actual study routine that allows you to study for at least 2 hours a day. And when I say 2 hours a day, it doesn't have to be a back-to-back thing per se. You could do this in between your work breaks, you could do this in between your classes, or you can do this when you're on the train, or when you're taking the bus, or when you're going for a walk, or when you're at the gym. You could be studying or on the treadmill or anything like that. Personally, for me, my study routine, which I've seen to be the best in how I retain information and remember certain things, is going to be right in the morning after I eat breakfast, or right after the class. They don't say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day for no reason. By the time you've eaten breakfast, your body has already hopped into, I'm up, I'm awake, I'm ready to resume my bodily functions. You are working. Your body is back into its digesting mode, ingesting, digesting, breaking down things. It's back into that mode, and your brain is also opened up now. By the time it gets to 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, I know personally for me, I'm not in the mood. I want to rub my feet together and start a fire and go to bed. I don't want to do all that. Participating in class is going to be the most important thing for this one. Your teacher has introduced the material, you've participated in class, and now you have a small little break here or there before your next class. Go over the material you just learned. Go over the material you just learned. With you going over it right then and there, you don't have to do it later. It's not going to slip your mind. This is something that's still fresh on your mind. You just went over it 10 minutes ago. So go over it again. Reiterate the important points, things you know you need to know. My second tip for you guys is you're going to always choose an area that meets these 3 requirements. 1, it is an area that brings you a sense of focus. 2, it's going to bear minimal distractions. You don't have somebody coming in and out of doors. The cars aren't passing by. You're not listening to someone play loud music. 3, you can control the temperature of the room. So you can control what's going on. You're the person in charge of the lights. You're the person in sound of the music playing. You're the person in charge of where you're going to sit, where you're going to study. So when I say a room where you can control the temperature, you are the person that is in charge of how much you're being distracted, what's going to distract you, what's stopping you. My number 3 tip is going to be understand your learning type. A lot of people resort to cramming because they simply just don't cater to their learning type. Some people are visual learners. Some people are audio learners. Some people are kinesthetic. They need to touch and feel. Some people are good at reading and writing and retaining information. Nothing is wrong with how you learn. but don't hinder yourself by doing something else versus what helps you learn. If you are a visual learner, I'm going to tell you to resort to charts, make a lot of graphs, make a lot of tables you can look at. If you are an auditory learner, I'm going to recommend you resort to a lot of ebooks. You listen to the teacher's verbal instructions. You really want to pay attention in class and listen to the teacher if you are an audio learner. If you're somebody that has to read and write, I'm going to tell you focus on your notes, focus on your textbook. If you are a kinesthetic, that just means you're hands-on. Find ways to get really hands-on and touchy-feely with whatever you're going on, even if it's labs or quote-unquote things that you have to orchestrate yourself. You can do these types of things on a budget and help yourself learn. I made a video on TikTok that went pretty viral. Not gonna lie, it went pretty viral. It has 100,000 views. I have almost 20,000 likes, including simple, very basic study hacks, I guess, or whatever. But a lot of people were commenting on how I take notes or how do you take notes, and I'm gonna let you know how you take notes. First things first, when you are reading your textbook and it's starting a new paragraph, there are usually little thesis statements or little general statements that pretty much sum up what you're going to talk about. You want to have that as a note, because when it comes down to that topic, you're going to know, okay, this topic is going to be about X, Y, and Z, or I need to know X, Y, and Z, which is going to highlight all your focal points. Always write out any significant dates, percentages, numerical values, anything in that area. You also want to pay attention to a lot of phrases that are like the most this, or more than this, or more than X, Y, and Z, less than X, Y, and Z. Those are what I like to say comparison or like differential statements that kind of help you understand a topic more. And you also want to focus on words that end in est or er, kind of similar to the most common or like the least common, that kind of phrase, thing like that. You want to focus on phrases that are like, this is the better option, or this is I don't know. I just had a brain fart on words that end with est, but I promise you guys I am smart. So now that you guys have my top 4 study tips, I'm going to get into my do's and don't list really quick and just drop some for y'all. You do want to play classical music, lo-fi type beats, soft pianos, things like that. You don't want to play extremely obnoxious music like the Gummy Bear song, or you don't want to play extremely lyrical music that can easily throw you off your focus. You do want to put your phone away or put it on D&D or turn it off when you are studying. You don't want to leave your notifications on or accept too many phone calls while you're studying, because you may talk to Susan for 3 minutes, but if your best friend Jess called, you might talk to Jess for 30 minutes. 30 minutes of your time is wasted talking on the phone to Jess about a movie or you guys' favorite show or what you guys going to do tomorrow, because you're thinking, oh, it's going to be easy to get Jess off the phone or any of that. Or you may get a notification from Instagram saying that the boy you like finally is liking your pictures back. Let's not. You do want to take occasional breaks where you get up, stretch, walk around, and grab a snack. You don't want to take breaks that involve you continuing to sit, you're scrolling on social media, you're on TikTok, or you're deciding I could take a power nap. You don't want to do any of those things, because that 15-minute power nap can lead to you sleeping for 3 hours and you just woke up at 1 a.m. and your exam is 8 a.m. and now you have to cram. You don't want to do that. You don't want to scroll on TikTok, because next thing you know, you scrolled on TikTok for 2 hours. You don't want to lay down, because now your body is in relaxation mode. Your brain is shutting down. It don't want to work. Your brain is going to eventually want to go to sleep. So you don't want to do that. You do want to formulate healthy study groups that help you thoroughly work through the material that you're going over. You don't want to involve yourself with people that are in college for a good time, not a long time, because eventually they're going to be depending on you to help them pass. You have to pull your own weight. You're not anyone else's responsibility. That's like the first thing college is teaching you, how to be responsible on your own. So we're almost through this video and I'm feeling really confident that we can get us a good timed video. So I'm going to help you guys prep for finals. The first thing I want to say is finals are comprehensive. You're not expected to know every little single detail about every little topic. I'm not going to say it's virtually impossible. It's just with school, because you're going over topics for a certain amount of time and then you're moving on to something else, it's kind of difficult to retain every single little detail like that. So first things first, when you're prepping for finals, you want to get all your notes for your classes and you want to begin skimming over them. You want to divide them up and skim over them. You want to have a do know and don't know for all of your topics. Once you skim over the subjects and you see, you know, about 4 to 5 very important facts or key players about this specific topic, you want to place that in your know bin. That means you're not going to have to spend that much time on it and take up time away from things that you really know you struggle with or things you really did not know. Once you have your don't know section, you want to start going over that each section about 5 to 10 minutes. You don't have to do that much because this is information that's been presented to you before in multiple variations by this time. So you're just kind of going over it to refresh yourself and really focusing on the things that you don't understand. While you're going over these notes, what I want you to do is to create a voice memo and name it after whatever subject that you're going over. The reason I say this is because when it comes down to studying for finals, you're not going to have time to just sit there all day, every day, looking over these notes. You're going to want to get up and go to Starbucks. You're going to want to go to the gym. You're going to want to walk your dog. These same things that you're going over, record that voice note, put your headphones on, and resume your life. It's just going to sound like an audio ebook that you created yourself. And that's pretty much it that I got for y'all. Like, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. And it's been your girl, Gabriellechante. Thank you guys for watching this video. Bye.